Hello everybody, it's me again, Nezarez. Today we're going to be talking about the game Dreams. I've done one video on this so far, and I've been anxiously looking for a reason to come back and do another one, because this is going to be an awesome, amazing game. And from here on out in this video, I'll stop calling it a game, because I'm convinced it's not. Dreams is not a game. Dreams is going to be a game engine with a playable demo. And so I just recently watched two videos by Game Informer. One was them doing 220 something questions to Alex Evans over at the Studios, and then another one was the Game Informer show, where the first section, first like 20-30 minutes, was all about Dreams and how it's just going to be an amazing thing and how they're all looking forward to it. So those will be in the description, so go check those out if you want to know more about Dreams. Also, it is such a thing. I don't really know how to describe this, but being they have to market it as a game, Dreams, it's so difficult to get it straight in what it's going to be. Kind of like the same problem No Man's Skies had. Everyone expected it to be this thing, and they were having a hard time letting people know what it is. Dreams doesn't have the issue of it's too big for them to get their head around it. It's that it's not necessarily a game in itself. It is built for people to build for people, if that makes any sense to anyone. Basically, it's there so people who play the game and create in the game can make stuff for people who just want to play the games. So that opens the entire community up. So basically, I think anyone should buy this. Anyone who... Now, I'm pretty sure this will sell PlayStations, because it is that thing that I can make a driving game, I can make a first-person shooter, I can make an RTS. The only two genres that they mention that you can't build are MMOs, because they don't have the Sony server support for it, which makes complete sense. You don't want 15 million MMOs running on your servers. They would have to find some way of working that out, which they're not going to. And I think they're called like FAV videos or something, rather. Basically, you can't import video into it, so you can't have real life people in with your game and so on and so forth. But that's it. You can make every other genre. Horror, VR is going to be supported, so horror genre on VR is a big thing. Not that I'm ever going to play one. Those are super scary. Okay. But you have all these different things that even if you don't have a creative bone in your body, even if you don't like creating, or maybe your job is to create so you don't want to create, you should still get this game. Because you can then say, okay, I want to play a racing game. That's not one of the Forza or Gran Turismo. Yeah, that's basically the only good ones. And even then, some people vary. Anyway, that's a whole genre discussion. Anyway, you can go in and look for a racing game and find one. You can go in and say, I want an RPG and find one. Or so on and so on. Obviously, these things aren't all built yet. We need to actually build them, get people interested in building them. They also said in the interview where Game Informer interviewed Alex Evans in the 200-something questions they did, massive amount of information, that they want this tool, this engine, this game engine, the Dreams engine, that's what I'm calling it now, the Dreams engine, to be picked up by people that aren't interested in games. The fashion industry, the product industry, I don't know what the other ones said, but they said fashion specifically. But it is such a good tool for just concepting out something. And that's something that I'm really looking forward to. Like, I am terrible at coding. I can't wrap my head around it. I can do almost anything else, texturing, modeling, audio work, almost everything else to some degree. I just can't pick up coding. I don't know why. I've tried several times. It's just not my thing. But in Dreams, because it's visual scripting and not coding, per se, it's a lot easier for me, and I don't know why. It just is. So maybe you're good at code. It should be relatively easy as long as you have someone to tell you, hey, this is what a for loop looks like. This is what if-and statements look like as far as visually goes. They should be able to pick it up rather easily. It's very heavily focused on modeling. So you have the two move controllers that can work as basically paintbrushes, not only on a 2D surface, but on a 3D sculpt. So you can basically play with clay. You have all the audio bits that are done in Dreams, and they have this whole like internal music audio system, which is amazing. They have not done enough videos on their audio system. They also have in-engine particle systems, so you never have to go out of engine to find anything. You create it all in engine. The only thing that I haven't seen in explicit detail is how sharp can you make it? Can I make a game that looks like Alien Isolation? That's the only holdout that I have. Because you can definitely make stuff like those kind of top-down, kind of like Stardew Valley, but cleaner. Not the pixel art. Just like a cleaner look to it. You can also there's like a filter you can put on your levels. And you have a slider on like how granular you want the pixels. So you can go like from a slight fuzz on the screen to a complete like 16-bit game. It's amazing. And this engine is so powerful. And the beta is still launching this year. So sometime within the next 3 months, we will have a Dreams beta. And again, it's kind of weird because it's not a game. It's a game engine. So we're getting a beta game engine. It's kind of odd. So one of the things they mentioned, and that I will echo until the end of time, that we need this on PC. Not only for a game, because, like I said, it's not a game, it's a game engine. If this were to come to the PC, this would instantaneously be as popular as any other game engine. Simply because I can turn it on, whatever input I'm using, whether they actually support the keyboard or they just leave it on a DualShock or Move controllers, then you just have to hook it up to your computer. It will be so easy to make a thing that the barrier between I want to build a game and finished product slims down to almost nothing. Especially with their in-game or in-engine, not partner system, but this kind of catalog of what they're calling personas. And so when you do things in the game, it will go to your persona. So let's say you're working with audio and you do some audio quest that they've outlined, and you finish that, you get points towards your audio persona. So it kind of levels you up and lets everyone know how good you are at the audio side of things. And that is for almost every profession that there is in game design, or game development, not just design. And so you can say, hey, I'm going to search up, for this project, I'm going to need someone to focus on audio. Or I'm going to need someone to make me better characters because I'm working on maybe the programming side of it. I don't really have enough time to work on the models. Or maybe I need a lighting person or a prop person or an environment person. And these things you can look up these things on the in-engine kind of catalog. And they said that there was something like a YouTube kind of format for looking for other levels. So that's going to be really interesting to see. Hopefully they pull off the UI correctly. That way it'll be really easy to browse and the search engine won't be completely broken like most other game level searching things are. Even Little Big Planet didn't have a great one, but they've been working on this game they've been working on this engine for so long that I really hope that all their stuff that's not a focus, like the search UI, is still really good. Because this engine is going to be a phenomenal tool for anyone who thinks they want to do game design, for anyone who wants to play games that people have made, for anyone who's like, hey, I want to make some audio, but I don't have a good MIDI in front of me, or I don't have a good keyboard. I can just build it in Dreams. While I'm at it, I'm also going to play with some sound effects so that I can put this on YouTube, and it won't be just sound. We can also make like little bells and whistles to keep people entertained while watching the video. So one of the things you can probably do, and I haven't touched the engine yet, but you can probably make a pretty easy visualizer seeing what they have so far. I'm pretty sure they have an output of audio. Yeah, they have an output from the audio tools. They can loop back into like lights or things, and so it can go with the light. I don't know if you can set to speed scale like you can in Little Big Planet. I assume so. It's just, this engine is going to be amazing. That's kind of all I got, is that I just want to make a video saying how hyped I am for this beta and how the Dreams game engine needs to be bigger than it is. And not enough people have picked it up yet. Game Informer has it as its main thing this month, and they'll be putting out content. Check those links in the description for those. Those are great things. Even if you don't care much about Dreams and you want to see what Dreams can really do. They have a gameplay kind of video up on their site. This is not endorsed by Game Informer. Just I'm psyched for this game, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to do that. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.